It happened here, I guess it was more because of the weakness of our leadership here in this state. I mean, Faubus really caused that to happen. Yeah. I think if he had taken a different avenue of a different approach in handling that the dissension, and been a stronger leader, and basically said, I'm supporting the plan, the Little Rock School Board plan, I'm supporting the Supreme Court decision. I think if he had been that type of a leader here in this state, it would not have happened. Mm-hmm. Okay? But because he acquiesced to that group of people, that his constituency base that helped him become governor because it was a close race, he's answering to them and allowing them to tell him that, you know, you should be against these black kids going to the school. That's the reason it took place, because some of those that mob mentality that was across the street there, I don't think were all from Little Rock. Okay, from what I've been told, that some of those license plates that were on those trucks and so forth came from the hills of Arkansas. But then the city fathers too evidently didn't have enough power to put on the governor to say, straighten this thing out. I mean, I would think that the businessmen of this city would have had something to say. And I think they did, but maybe they didn't have enough power. I don't know. I don't think that the mayor, I think the mayor, and I can't think of who that was at the time.
Woodrow Wilson Mann.
Mann, that's right. Mayor Mann. I don't know how much power he really had either in putting his statement forward. See, I think a lot of the problems of what took place felt on the shoulders of the so-called leaders. Mm-hmm. And kudos to Mrs. Bates and Mr. Bates, because they stepped up to say that this was wrong, and also to give credence to what we were doing. So as far as their leadership goes, and the leadership of a lot of the ministers, black ministers here in Little Rock, to offset what the white leadership was not doing, okay? So that's why it took place, okay? And how it came across nationally. And it did not look good. You know, we're in this Cold War. We had got this war going on, verbal war, a Cold War, you know, with Russia, the Sputnik. You know, we were losing ground that way. They were getting up into the space before us. And, you know, here we are espousing as a country democracy, and they are using these pictures of guardsmen, fixed bayonets, children. They're using that as propaganda against us. How can you tell us that the communist way of life is wrong, and here you are, you got guns on, you know, children, you know? So and you're allowing a mob mentality to be foremost instead of protecting your children. So all of that was going on during that time. So somebody had to step. Finally, you know, President Eisenhower did step up. But that